Hey there, it's Grampz here, and we are back on Tech Store Simulator. It's now in early access, and we've been playing it for about a week now. Thought I'd hop on, show you guys how to get started, how to play, some of the best tips, and stay to the very end. At the very end, I'm going to share with you not only some of the findings I have about around making the best prices for the products, but I'm also going to share with you my Google Docs spreadsheet that will help you get started and hopefully be successful as you play the game. So I hope it helps. Let's get into it and let me know what you guys think along the way. All right, here we go. Hey, it's Gramps here. We are on Tech Store Simulator. It's now in early access and available on Steam. It retails for $9.99, and I know that when I picked it up about a week ago when it first came out, it was on sale for like 10% off, like $8.94 or 96 cents, something like that. Anyway, I want to show you a little bit of what I've done with it so far, and then we're going to hey bud, how's it doing? That's Whiskey Willie. We'll talk about him a little bit later, and then we're going to start completely from scratch, so I can give you guys some tips on how to get started and some of the things to avoid that I had to learn on my own. So if you look at this over here, this was our competition. Its sign is over here. They're no longer in existence. That's because of Whiskey Willie. Maybe we'll talk about that another time, but he's a little bit of a troublemaker. Anyway, and this right here, this is one of our stalkers. And I believe if we were to push into it, there's actually three of them standing right there. Let's see if the other two are in here. We actually have three, just like we have three here, and they all look identical. There's nothing different about them. Um, all right, but we do have three stock persons, and this is some of the things that I've done. Expand it from the original one. We got some lights up there. We have all these merchandise that we could start selling, and we have some stuff in our storage area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just briefly start up the game. So right now it's closed. We're gonna open the store. And basically just so you can see that there's actually is three guys there. So as people come in and buy stuff, they'll start restocking. They'll go into the storage area and start restocking the shelves. And then once we do that, we'll just switch over to the main game. So here we go. See, there you go. All three of them. They're identical triplets. They look exactly the same. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and restart the game. I'll show you guys that. We'll start from scratch. I'll give you some tips as we go. And you guys can check it out, see if you want to. I've actually been enjoying it. It is early access. They're doing a lot of work. The devs have a Discord. They are actively working on the game and making adjustments and improvements. So it is early access if you want to know that. I mean, literally, there's some days that we get 3 updates. So that's pretty awesome, though. But anyway, let's go ahead and pause the game here. Let's go back to the main settings, and we'll show you how to start off. All right, so we're going to hit a new game. Now, one thing you'll want to know is you can only have one game at a time on this game. There's no like multiple game saves. You can't even in game save or make a backup. But I do know how to do that, and I'll probably make a separate video on that, just so anybody that wants to save something before they try something in the game that might be a little bit dangerous, like blowing up their competitor. All right, it says, hey friend, thank you for buying our game. It's worth reminding that the game is still in early access. If you find any bug, don't swear too much, but on the contrary, you can send it to us in Discord. This way we will make the game better. And they are actively doing that. So it tells us up in the upper right hand corner that sign our first supplier. So we need to go to the computer and the manager and the supplier. This is, let's introduce you to Whiskey Willie. Hey, what's cracking, my dude? They call me Whiskey Willie if you're feeling fancy. I'm kind of like the local tour guide around here, except, you know, without the fancy bus and health insurance. So what brings a fresh face like you to my humble piece of paradise? Looking to learn the secrets of the streets, or just trying to figure out why I smell like a dumpster? Either way is fine. Anyway, you can hit accept, and it will actually give you different things every time you talk to them. But let's go ahead and get the game started, because I know that's what you guys are here for. So you start with this little spot right here. Nothing special, just the same thing as we had in the prologue version of the game. So we want to go over to the manager, go to suppliers, scroll up, and sign our first supplier, which doesn't cost anything. But there you go. Now, the next thing we need to do is go to the computer, open the shop tab, and buy a shelf small. Instead of a small shelf, we're going to buy a shelf small. So we're going to go to the shop, come over here to furniture, and buy a shelf small. Should be a small shelf, just saying. Then after you click whatever you're going to add to cart, you actually go to your cart and you hit buy. As you can see, we started off with $1,500. That cost us $400. Wants us to go out here. Now, it says press F to open the box, but you actually have to hit E to grab it first. Then you can open it. And once you open it, then you can go in here and place it. So we'll just go over here and place it in the corner as closely as we can. That's close enough. All right, now we need to fill the shelf. Go back here. Get small cardboard card box in hands and press F, and but it doesn't tell you that you need to go back here and actually buy some stuff. So we do have enough money to get this going. So let's buy, let's say all the way up to here, because we only got 4 shelves. We could buy an extra shelf right now, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So we're going to buy that. We're going to go out here. We're going to start loading up the shelves. Now, one of the things that they added here now is you can actually see the item on the outside of the box. So you know what box you're picking up. When the game first started, we weren't sure. So go in here, press F to open it up, and we're going to fill the top shelf. Now, it says drop cardboard in the dumpster. So you go out here, you drop it in the dumpster. We're not going to do that right now because there's still stuff in our box. But until you do that, that notification is going to show up. So for this first go around, we'll just put 2 of these so we can get rid of that. So just so you know, if you just fill up one shelf and don't get everything else gone, and then you throw that in the garbage, the rest of the stuff will also be in the garbage. Now let's talk about the product price. So this is something that's really interesting. It wasn't there when the game first released, or at least if it was, I didn't notice it. But in the prologue, it automatically had product prices set to whatever. So what they're set at right now, though, is they're set at your cost. So you have to set an initial sales price. One of the things you can do is you can go in here and you say, well, hey, I want to be really greedy and I want to do like $15. And if they'll buy it for that, you'll get it for that. But as you're playing the game, you may have to test it, like start it out at whatever you think, and if they're buying it, bump it up. If you're happy with whatever you're selling it for, But I happen to know that I can sell this for $10. I can sell this for $10. I can sell this for $10. I can sell this. I believe it was for $13. And I want to say this one may have been $17, even though we don't have it yet. I actually have a spreadsheet where I've done the very several first suppliers. So I'll probably upload that to Google Drive and maybe share that with you guys. So that'll help you out. You'll just know what you can set the prices at. Of course, I guess it's variable, so you might have to try here and there and see what happens. But we don't have enough shelves for everything. You know what? Let's do this. We have 824 left. We could be using that to buy more product, but let's buy one more shelf and we can just get this going. So we'll buy one more shelf and we're down to 4. Oh, it didn't cost us as much as I thought it was going to cost us. Maybe I missed something there. All right. You don't have to be exact, but I try to get it as close as possible. And let's do that. Now, when you start off, you're pretty much the stocker as well as the cashier and everything else. So it can get a little bit crazy, but after you get a little bit of money, you can hire somebody. I would start with hiring a cashier because that just saves you from having to keep on going there. But once you're ready for that, you just go in here and you open the store. And now we're waiting for our first customer, just like it says. So very modest. One thing you'll notice is no competition yet, but very shortly after, I think the first day, we get a competitor that opens up right here, which is what I showed you that was blowing up. And I'll give you a tip. It was blown up by this guy. But we did hire him to do it. And we'll, maybe if we can get enough money in this first go round, I will show you that. But you have to have actually 5,000 to actually blow it up. And that's after you've done other steps. So we'll see how it goes. We might even play a little bit and then fast forward through some stuff and then go from there. But like I said, the very first time I played it, I didn't realize that you had to go in here and set the product prices. So I was basically selling them for what I was buying them, and that didn't work out too well. We have to reach level 4 to open up a new supplier. And you can see that every time we buy or sell something, we're getting like 1 XP. But not too bad. We only have to get to 25 for level 2. Now, I have to say that this is different than any game I played before, and I know that there's other games out there just like it. There's like shopping store, grocery store simulators, clothing store simulators. I imagine that they're probably all the same, but I happen to like the tech stuff. So, all right, we're almost out of stuff, but while we're doing that, we can actually go in here while we're waiting for some customers. They're not going to get mad if we buy things while we're waiting on them. So somebody was talking about that. We can get that and maybe order another of those. I think we're still doing okay with that. Let's go over here. We'll take care of these customers. There we go. Now, I do know that in the future they are going to build in a theft system. So I don't know if that means that people are going to start stealing our boxes. It is weird that whoever delivers the boxes just drops them out in the middle of the road, but I guess it is what it is. All right, we're not going to, well, I guess we could put this one here. All right. We'll just put that down. We got people waiting in line. We're going to make some money. You want a homo short. Oh, are we at level 4? All right, we're at level 4. So now you can see that we can actually get another supplier. And I know that because the homo short is at our next supplier. So we go here. See, that's the homo short right there. So spend $200, we can get that. All right, they said they wanted a homo short, so let's go back into here. How much was that? 400. So yeah, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to buy another one right at this second. Let's go ahead and buy the homo short and maybe this right here. Oh, but we also have to do the markup. I'm going to actually bring up my sheet so I know what to mark up these products at. So let's go ahead and go to the bank manager, the managers tab. Any of these that are 13, we want to put them at, that are 8, we want to put them at 13. Oh, the homo long, we can put at 21. The homo short, we put at 17, but we've been selling it, right? But I had on my sheet 16. So you know what? I'm going to drop it to 16 just to make sure that we're selling it. The Glide Tech, I had it at 13 as well. So I think we're doing pretty good there. The blood heiress, we can boost that up to 27. And smooth surface elite, we can put that at 16. And the AccuPad Pro, we can do that one at 20. All right, so, oh look, we got a store full of people, and all we got is like two boxes out here. So that's an issue there. Like if I had a cashier that I'd already hired, at least she could be helping with that part. But maybe I can't even get in there to do that. So let's throw that down. Let's take care of some of these customers. I think you have to be level 6 to get a cashier anyway. We'll check that in a minute. Yeah, they're buying at 16 for sure. Now, if you want to go ahead and be able to restock, like we're at like 10 in the morning now, but we've already stuck around, you can go ahead and close the store and people will stop coming in and buying stuff, and you can purchase, restock, and all that good kind of stuff. Oh, forgot to sell that. So we're there. When you get to this new supplier, you also have, nope, you don't have the additional shelf yet. That is one other supplier. So let's go ahead and buy a couple more things. The best sellers, maybe. We don't need more than one of those. We can just go ahead and stock up. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. As people start walking across, we don't do it. Oh look, we actually stop now. Before we would walk right through them, but other people will push the box. Maybe they've changed that. All right, we will put this box down here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. After we do this one, we are going to, well, yeah, we're at level 6. We should be able to hire a stalker and a cashier, but we won't have enough money for both. So we'll do the cashier. Oh, and here's our competitor. So here's our competitor store. Obviously, they're a big conglomerate, probably like Micro Center or Best Buy. They're trying to come in, put our little mom and pop out of business. But we are not going to have none of that. Tech Store Simulator. By the way, you can change the name of your store. I'll show you that in a little bit as well. We'll probably do some gameplay off screen and then come back in so you guys can see what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and open the store back up, make some more money. Let's see if we can hire. Let's go ahead and see if we can hire. So go down here to employees, and we can hire one cashier. So you have to be level 6 to for storage to open. So it's weird. I think we are level 6. Oh, that's right. You have to. God, there's something else that you have to do that I forgot what it was. I'll remember and I'll send it to you. But let's go ahead and hire a cashier. Oh, you have to open the storage is what it is. So you have to go to your manager, go to storage, and we have to have $1,000 to open storage. So we don't have that yet. So you can't hire a stalker until you actually have storage. It would help if we actually opened the store, right? So this is the beginning of the small times. I think right here, what we'll do is we'll cut out, and then we'll come back when we have a little bit more money, and we will continue on from there. Now, one thing I wish they would do is, like, see here when you have these two individual items, they're taking up 2 shelves, and I can't I could free one up if I could combine them. There's no way to do that right now. But now that she's bought one, that shelf's open. But that would be nice if you could combine the shelves. That'd be a nice little touch. Hopefully they'll do that. They are taking suggestions and recommendations on the Discord channel. Another thing too, as the items get low, you can see what item was previously on there by looking at the little tag. And if you have stockers, they will restock that shelf with that like item. But if you don't have any of those items and you want to put something else, you can. Like I can take this right here and put it up there, and you can see it changes the label of the item for what's there. And when you have stockers, they will restock with the item that's on the label and nothing else. So keep that in mind. If you buy something different, you'll need to make sure you have enough shelves to stock the different items that you have. So another thing you can do is you can change the name of your store. So it starts with the default Tech Store Simulator. But you can go into your computer and then go to rename and type what you want to be. So we will type in Gramps' Gaming Emporium. And it costs you $200, so you probably don't want to do that right at first. But now when we go outside, it's no longer Tech Store Simulator. It is Gramps' Gaming Emporium. All right, so something else you guys probably want to know. You can see it's like 2,300 time up in the top right. At 2,200, you have to pay your employees, and it costs $200 to keep them going. And I only had 140 because I wasn't paying attention, and so I lost my my cashier. So I'll have to sell some things here, and then I can hire her back. Okay, we can hire her back. So just want to share that with you guys, something that you'll want to keep an eye on. So it's higher cost is 200, and then it's the daily cost of 150. So I was literally at 146. So now I got to pay 200 to hire her again instead of just paying the 150. So something to think about there. All right, let's talk briefly about how to sell one of these racks here. Like I'm fixing to sell 2 of these as soon as they get empty, and then buy one of the larger ones just to make it easier. So what you do is you go up here, you grab the rack, and then what you have to do is you got to go over here and you have to actually press F to pack it, and then you can press X to sell it. So we only got 200 for it. It normally runs, if we buy it, 400. So we got half the price. Oh, need to go back in the shop. 400, so we got half the price, but we're going to then buy this. So we basically got $200 back, and then it's going to cost us another $585 to get this larger cart. But we want to sell one more of these, so that'll get us another 200. So it'll be about half of it back. Oh, so we do have this back now. So let's grab this, pack it up, and sell it. All right, just want to share that with you. That's how you sell your shelves back. When we first started playing, you couldn't do that, but you can now. All right, well, it's as good as time as any to hire a stalker. And in order to hire a stalker, you have to actually open up the storage. So I want to share that with you in case you're wondering. So if you go down here to employees and it says hire, we've met the minimum level. We're at level 24. So all that we need to do is go ahead and over here and open up our storage. So we're going to go into manager, go over to storage, and for $1,000 we can open up our storage and get 1 rack. All right, so we bought that. All right, let's go in here real quick. And you guys can see we have 1 storage rack in here, which will hold some extra supplies. As a reminder, whatever items are marked on the shelves, like that right there, those are the only items that the stockers will put on those shelves. All right, so let's go over to here. We'll go over to employees, and now you can see that with storage open, everything's green, and we can hire our stalker. So now we need to just buy some items, and so that the stalker can start stocking our shelves. So let's buy a few items there. Get a couple of more that I know we're either out of or low on. All right. So that should be good for now. We'll we'll see our stocker do the stuff. All right, so you can see that the stocker is bringing in the items. He's putting it on the shelf that it belongs to, and then he's going to put the extra stuff in storage that we didn't have room for. There may have been one or two left on the shelf. He's going to go ahead and get the next one. That's some more of our keyboards. They do kind of pause a little bit. Once again, puts them on the shelf, and then puts the extra stuff over here in storage. And that's really about it for hiring a stocker. But that's how they'll help you. You can hire up to 3 to help you stock quicker. All right. Okay, as I promised at the very beginning of the video, we are going to go in here and we're going to talk a little bit more about product pricing. So I have a spreadsheet that I have created that includes all of your very first suppliers, from Bite Me all the way down to Geek Goldmine. Now I haven't gone beyond that, but as I continue to play the game and get the best pricing difference for the additional suppliers, I'll probably add that to the spreadsheet so you guys will have that. But hopefully it will go ahead and give you guys a head start and save you a little bit of the frustration of having to figure out exactly what price you should set something out without it being too expensive or too cheap, so you can make the most money. Some of the things to keep in mind, though, as you're playing along, some of the things I found, that even though the base price or the your cost for a particular item may not be the same that you can sell it for, like you can see here between the smooth power and the flash stream, I've been able to sell the smooth power for 81, but I've only been able to sell the flash stream for 72. And down here, if you look at the titanium 600 and the gigabyte XR320, both cost $100, but I'm able to sell the titanium for 156, but the gigabyte for only 150, which seems a little bit odd, but it is what it is. And the other thing too, if you want to maximize, you'll put it at like the 81 or the 56, but I'm so used to rounding things down, like it'd be 155 or 80. But anyway, that's the game. If you guys find different, let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure that as the game advances, there will be some differences and things that will change along the way. All right, hopping over here to the Google Docs Tech Store Simulator product prices and costs. You'll see that I have 3 tabs down here. The first one is the products ordered by supplier. So I have it in the order just as you've seen it on the screen. The first one being Bite Me, Giga Goods, all the way down to Geek Goldmine, like I said. And these are the prices exactly as they're listed in the price sheet. One of the things you'll see here is I show the cost. So you'll see like the cost of $5. I've set the retail on these for 10. I've been able to sell them successfully at 10. I wasn't able to get them at 11, and no use in putting them at 9 if you can get 10. So profit's been $5, so it's 100% profit. But one of the things that you'll want to watch on, as you have limited shelf space, what you're going to put on there. I also have it broken down by which items give you the best dollar profit. So the Volstrom Fury, so far I've been able to get $67 every time I sell that. It gives me a 75% profit. The titanium, I'm getting $56. So it's only giving me a 56% profit, but it's giving me a high dollar amount. So as you're trying to build your cash reserves, that's one thing. Another thing too is here is the Nitro Racer Blitz. It gives me $53. So it's in the top 3, but it also gives me a 98% profit. So that one right there is the biggest bang for your buck, if you will. But then again, I'm still getting about $14 more every time the Volstrom. The other thing you'll have to watch is, are they selling? Does the Volstrom Fury sell faster or slower than the other items? But that's something you'll want to keep in mind. But hopefully this list will help you. All of these right here, that's great. We're getting 100% profit, but the actual dollar amount is very low. And then the other part, this is sorted by the highest profit percentage. So again, you can see the Nitro Blitzer, it's still in the top, but these beat them out because 100%. But again, your dollar profit margin is only $5. So I hope that helps you. Let me know what you find down in the comments below. I will continue to update this as I play it. I'll add the additional suppliers down below here and add it to these items. But you can find the link to this down in the description below. So let me know what you guys think of the game. If you're playing it, how's it going for you? Again, it's $9.99 on Steam. Another thing, I decided to go ahead and break out the Whiskey Willie video as a separate one because this one's been going on for a bit. But I felt like these were the tips that you needed to know going in, as well as I'll do a separate video on how to upgrade, expand, and decorate the store. And if you like that, let me know, and I'll get that as soon as I can. But again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe so you get those notifications. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, this is Grampz, and we'll see you guys later.